TTMB encourages citizens to apply for mortgages. Political activist supports current autonomy bills, and Pigeon Point Jetty reopened to the public. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday, 20th November 2024. To our top story this evening. The Trinidad and Tobago Mortgage Bank received high praise when it appeared before Parliament's Public Accounts Enterprises Committee for scrutiny. Meanwhile, TTMB's management is encouraging the public to take advantage of its low-interest facilities to purchase homes. More in this report from Candice Jackson.
State enterprises are often chastised for their management deficiencies. However, as Senator Hazel Thompson-Aye, a member of the Public Accounts Committee, pointed out, that was not the case for the TTMB.
Many times we start an inquiry such as this and we are very discouraged because there is such a large backlog of accounts. And here we have an entity that seems to be doing quite well in terms of its obligations.
An examination of TTMB's operations revealed that 7% of customer accounts are in arrears, with a delinquency rate of 6.08%. Managing Director and CEO Robert Green explained that many customers are still struggling with the financial impact of the COVID-19 pandemic.
There continues to be challenges even beyond the so-called end of COVID. There continues to be challenges with customers who have had reduced incomes, loss of jobs, etc., etc.
Green stated that the TTMB assists customers through refinancing, debt rescheduling, and concession facilities to reduce arrears and delinquency rates. He also encouraged citizens to explore the bank's loan facilities for home purchases, highlighting several options, including a 5% interest rate plan.
With respect to the 5% facility, it caters for family income up to $35,000 for property values ranging between $1 million and $1.5 million.
There is a 2% option for households with lower incomes.
The 2% facility targets family incomes of $14,000 and less for property values up to $1 million. And that family must be a first-time homeowner.
A third option is available for families that do not fit into the two mentioned options.
I want to emphasize that that 6% rate, that open market rate, I should say, is offered to any income level and any price level. It's something that we've been doing for the last 15 to 17 years, and it's something that we want the public to be aware of insofar as our product offerings are concerned.
TTMB offers some of the lowest mortgage rates in the country, with no penalties for early repayments. Green acknowledged that while the verification process might be thorough, the bank is committed to helping citizens access their mortgage options. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Now to this, political activist Wendell Eversley is calling on Tobagonians to set aside party politics and focus on the potential benefits of the Tobago autonomy bills currently in Parliament. Speaking on Tobago Updates, Good Morning Tobago, Eversley argued that the bill is a step toward greater self-governance for Tobago. He emphasized that the bill's provisions to increase the powers of the THA should be accepted as a crucial starting point for Tobago's long-awaited autonomy. Reporter Joshel Dan has the story.
Political activist Wendell Eversley argued that if the bills, as they are, provide the Tobago House of Assembly with additional powers, they should be accepted. He also noted that the discussion of Tobago's autonomy has been ongoing for many years, and while many ideas have been proposed, Eversley said the current bills are a good starting point as it increases the powers of the THA and represents significant progress towards achieving greater autonomy.
So if you have to start, if something that you didn't accept in the past and something now is put forward for the table, and it will say this is a starting point, why reject it?
He is urging Tobagonians to put aside party politics and stay focused on the autonomy bill, emphasizing the potential benefits it could bring to the island's development.
If this bill, this autonomy, giving you powers, forget the politics, work for what is betterment for Tobago. And I will support the bill. I will support the bill.
Meanwhile, Eversley criticized the current THA administration for overlooking Tobagonians in the awarding of contracts for major road construction projects. He questioned why contractors from outside Tobago were being hired when there were qualified and capable contractors in Tobago. Eversley further emphasized that awarding these contracts to local firms would have boosted the economy through job creation.
So they're showing, even the present administration is showing that Tobagonians not qualified to do work that is in Tobago space, which the money will be in Tobago space, employing Tobagonians.
Joshua Dan, Tobago Updates Television News.
Well, inflation in October 2024 saw a slight decline, dropping to 0.2% from 0.4% in September. The food and non-alcoholic beverages index rose by 0.4%, driven by price increases in items like chicken, tomatoes, sweet peppers, rice, margarine, fish, melon, and frozen chicken. However, lower prices for Irish potatoes, cucumbers, carrots, and other vegetables partly offset these hikes. Other sectors also saw price increases, with notable rises in alcoholic beverages 0.5%, clothing 0.9%, rent 0.4%, and household goods 1.4%. Meanwhile, home ownership costs fell by 0.4%, while other sectors remained stable. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
The Tobago Festivals Commission Limited wishes to invite interested parties to submit their events for inclusion in our calendar of activities for 2025. Please visit our Instagram or Facebook page using the handle @Tobago Festivals to complete the form, or visit our office located at GNV Place, Scarborough during the hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. from Monday, November 18th to Friday, November 22nd, 2024. Persons may also email tobagofestivals@gmail.com to receive the form via email. Kindly note that this is for informational purposes only, to be provided to the public, and is not an invitation for sponsorship or support from the Commission. All completed forms must be submitted by Friday, November 22nd, 2024. For further information, please contact Tobago Festivals at gmail.com or 639-4441.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select televisions, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With Amplia TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with Amplia's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 gigabyte fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With Amplia, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. Amplia. Do more, live more.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
Welcome back. The Pigeon Point Jetty has long been a cherished part of the Pigeon Point Heritage Park experience. However, its deteriorating condition raised significant safety concerns, prompting a wave of complaints. In response, the Heritage Park Management launched a rehabilitation project. Just 5 weeks later, in time for the 2024 to 2025 cruise ship season, the jetty has been fully restored and is once again open to the public. Reporter Joshel Dan has the details.
The Pigeon Point Jetty was recommissioned on Tuesday evening and opened to the public for use after undergoing rehabilitation works. Secretary of the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Tashir Boris, praised the board of the Heritage Park for their hard work.
I am happy to stand here as secretary acknowledging the hard work of all of our companies, but specifically Pigeon Point Heritage Park. I think that this board has breathed new life into this facility.
Secretary Boris expressed satisfaction with the project's successful completion, highlighting that it is one of the division's top priorities for enhancing tourism infrastructure across the island of Tobago. Among the other key projects mentioned are the construction of huts at Swallows Beach, the installation of toilet facilities at No Man's Land, the lighthouse project at Fort King George, and the first phase of the Storby redevelopment.
And I am pleased to say that this delivery of this recommissioning of this jetty is the first one of our priority projects that is being delivered for fiscal 2024-2025.
She also emphasized that Tobago is being hailed as a hidden gem, with the island recently ranked as the 4th most desirable destination in the world, despite being ranked 2nd and 3rd in 2022 and 2023 consecutively.
Tobago is on the map. We are once again recognized as one of the top 4 most desirable islands in the world, and that must mean something. That means that the world is taking note of what Tobago has to offer.
Secretary Boris said the lighthouse project at Fort King George is set to be completed in December of this year.
So the lighthouse is due to be delivered in December of 2024. We have a tentative date. I don't want to put it out just yet, but we have a date from the contractor who is on site. They are so far 55% complete with the works.
Joshel Dan, Tobago Update Television News.
Seventh-day Adventist pastor Clive Dutton says the church has not focused enough on men and men's issues. This follows the recently concluded International Men's Day Regional Conference in Trinidad. Reporter Adana Kombi explains.
The International Men's Day Regional Conference Committee, the Fathers Association of Trinidad and Tobago, and government agencies hosted events to recognize men and speak on men's issues. The event brought together government officials, men's groups, other interest groups, and stakeholders from around the Caribbean region. Pastor Clive Dutton, who participated in the event activities, appeared on the morning show on Tobago Updates and emphasized that the church and other groups must do more for men.
Those men feel less than. And then you have the church that is not focusing enough on the issue of men. And I want to say, I have seen initiatives in my own church, but sometimes I think it is episodic. All right? That is why I will go to my grave saying, the greatest thing we could do for men is to establish support groups.
Dutton continued by highlighting his passion for establishing sustainable support groups and went on to identify some steps that can be taken to support reducing the measure of crime in societies and change the narrative about men.
If I had to advise Dr. Rowley and Farley Augustine, I would tell him, what we need to do. If we really want to celebrate men, we must get 500, and I have placed that figure deliberately, 500 role models who will adopt one troubled teen who would like to leave a gang. And that, to my mind, will create the critical mass to make a dent in the negativity that surrounds men right now.
Pastor Dutton acknowledged that poverty can be one of the reasons young men join gangs, however, remarked it should not be an excuse. He referred to his own upbringing.
I say poverty is a factor in crime, but must not be used as an excuse for crime. So that I should have been the greatest criminal, because I grew up, dad died early, if you please. We're living in one room, that's the whole action there.
Dutton spoke about the media's impact and effect in shaping the narrative and highlighted where the emphasis is usually placed.
What is published is what is followed. And the media should understand what I'm saying there. What is published is what is followed. So that if you look at the newspapers, if you look at social media, gang activity is number one. That's where the focus is. And after gang activity, you have the economy, you have the bacchanalia, but the number one thing is so what is published is what is followed.
Dana Kambi, Tobago Updates, Television News.
In honor of World Children's Day, celebrated today, primary and early childhood care students got a chance to showcase their poetry recitation skills in Lambo Credit Union's 28th annual verse speaking competition. Under the theme, Nurturing Tomorrow's Visionaries, Vision of the Future, the students wowed the judges and walked away with cash prizes and bragging rights. Here's more.
With hands claps and poised postures, boys and girls from primary and ECC schools aim to impress judges with their diction and delivery during Lambo Credit Union's verse speaking competition. Ultimately, Zama Chapman from Lambo Anglican Primary School claimed first prize in the junior category with a captivating rendition of Robert Louis Stevenson's poem, My Shadow.
One morning very early, before the sun was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepyhead.
Aliyah Guy Taylor from Plymouth Anglican Primary School secured second place, while Jaden Edwards from Wim Anglican Primary took third. Meanwhile, in the senior category, Oche Emmanuel of Lambo Anglican Primary School impressed the judges with his charming rendition of Walter de la Mare's The Listeners, earning him first place.
And no one answered that I kept my word, he said. Never the least made the listeners, though every word he spake fell echoing through the shadowiness of the still house from the one man left awake.
Amaya Williams of Goodwood Methodist Primary School claimed second place in the senior category, while Kayla Guy of Wim Anglican Primary School took third. Lambo Anglican Primary emerged as a top-performing school in the competition. With 28 years of consistently hosting the event, Lambo Credit Union President Nigel Duke highlighted the competition as a key way of giving back to the community and supporting students.
It is an opportunity for our youth to express themselves, to explore the depth of emotion and creativity, and to inspire us through the power of language.
Meanwhile, Tutor Tobago officer Braden Roberts praised the students for their performances.
And it was a joy to watch not just the five, but the entire team that was here in the competition, how they were rushing each other and they're eager in something that is positive. So I would want us to not just have something in this room today, but we continue to create the platform for our young persons.
Roberts also encouraged more businesses to follow Lambo Credit Union's example of consistently and meaningfully supporting students. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates.
Black Friday starts now at Quartz. Get new and amazing deals every week with the lowest prices on the hottest electronics, top-of-the-line appliances, and stylish furniture. No need to waste your time shopping around. Plus, you can shop now and pay us in February 2025. Black Friday starts now. Don't miss out. Quartz, bringing value home.
Artlist.io.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Are you thinking about spending Christmas in Tobago? Well, call us at Thorns Place. We are located at the hills of Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port, with rooms starting at 200 TT. Call us now at 745-7306 or 682-8676. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Message us on WhatsApp at Thorns Place. Your Christmas in Tobago will be even more special.
Get ready for Tobago Stockwest Next Level 2024. Join us for an unforgettable night of talent and excitement as Tobago Stockwest, in collaboration with Tobago Updates, presents the first semi-final on Thursday, November 14th, 2024, and the second semi-final on November 28th, 2024 at 7 p.m. at the Shore Park Complex. Celebrate the incredible talent from across Tobago's communities and witness a showcase like no other. Admission is just $50. Don't miss your chance to support the stars of tomorrow. See you there.
It's a different type of thing down here. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
Dr. Faith B. Israel set the record straight on her expectations for Tobago autonomy. During an interview on The Morning Bruce with CNC3's Jason Williams, she said she's not looking for separation from Trinidad, but instead establishing the dreams and aspirations of Tobagonians, echoing and agreeing with the sentiments of Minister Shamfo Cudjoe Lewis in a previous interview. Here's more.
The call for autonomy for Tobago is not about independence from Trinidad, but a conversation about equitably developing both islands. She said that one of Tobagonians' biggest dreams is to define Tobago within the law of Trinidad and Tobago quite clearly.
We have always wanted a clear definition in our laws that says this is what Tobago is and this is what Trinidad is and this is what the country known as Trinidad and Tobago is. And let me be clear, we would like to maintain the country known as Trinidad and Tobago because I honestly believe this is the greatest country on earth, the two islands together. So let's be very, very clear about that. We are not talking about separating. We are not talking about going our separate ways.
Yeah, because you know there are people who...
Dr. Faith continued with a scenario explaining how the Trinidad and Tobago space is divided equitably.
If we say that, you and I have 10 mangoes, right? We have 10 mangoes. And I then say, there's a document that says, JW, you have 3 mangoes. There's an expectation that the other 7 mangoes would be who? Would be mine. Because together, the 3 plus 7 makes 10. One of the things that Tobagonians have always wanted is for us to have a definition that says the island of Tobago is the island plus, whatever these nautical miles.
She continued that the definition...
We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
With Flow Business's new smart solutions, powered by super fast, reliable broadband, you'll feel like there are more versions of you working for you. From website design, development, and digital marketing to promote your business, 24/7 business class support to cloud solutions, security, and more. Multiply your growth today.
Tobago Festivals Commission Limited wishes to invite interested parties to submit their events for inclusion in our calendar of activities for 2025. Please visit our Instagram or Facebook page using the handle @Tobago Festivals to complete the form, or visit our office located at GNV Place, Scarborough during the hours of 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. from Monday, November 18th to Friday, November 22nd, 2024. Persons may also email tobagofestivals@gmail.com to receive the form via email. Kindly note that this is for informational purposes only, to be provided to the public, and is not an invitation for sponsorship or support from the Commission. All completed forms must be submitted by Friday, November 22nd, 2024. For further information, please contact Tobago Festivals at gmail.com or 639-4441.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it, anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO, and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax, we will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Now for the weather update from the TNT Met Office tonight. Expects generally fair conditions despite 1 or 2 light passing showers. Temperatures will dip to 27 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, predominantly hot and sunny, despite the low chance of a few spotty showers. Mostly fair night is expected. Daytime temperatures will reach a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 36 degrees. Sea conditions are expected to be slight to moderate, with waves near 1.5 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 6:01 and you can expect the sunset at 5:35. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of our headlines. TTMB encourages citizens to apply for mortgages. Political activist supports current autonomy bills, and Pigeon Point Jetty has been reopened. I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.